right, let's make sure we're live on YouTube. And we are live. All right, let's post in Discord. Happy New Year's Eve. All right, sorry. Twitch.tv/Don the developer. All right, looks good. Post. Publish. Cool. All right, we will give it another 40 seconds or so and then just jump into it. Might as well. Here, feel free to ask Boot.dev career question. Or let's pin that. I'm sure a lot of people won't be here celebrating New Year's. I hope you guys have a good time. That's okay. We're gonna make progress. I am done celebrating for the holidays. And yeah, it's time to get my shit together. So let's do this. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot, I'm on YouTube. I have to wait a certain amount of time to cuss. What is that amount of time? Monetization. I want to look this up. All right. Oh, okay. I can say shit at any time. I just can't say fuck in the first 7 seconds. They made that more lenient. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right, let's close that. Ads are down. Discord message is up. Let's jump into it. All right, so again, there's gonna be no camera. I'm cleaning my office right now. A bunch of stuff is disconnected, and I'll get it all set up probably by Thursday. But yeah, this office needs a thorough cleaning, so I'm just going through it. But yeah, let's jump into it. Slicing lists. Python makes it easy to slice and dice lists to work only with a section you care about. One way to do this is to use a simple slicing operator, which is just a colon. With this operator, you can specify where to start and end the slice and how to step through the original list. List slicing returns a new list from the existing array. Okay. Start, stop, and step. Step. Okay. The above reads as gives me a slice of the scores from index 1 up to, but not including 5. Okay, so Python is consistent with that, not inclusive. Skipping every second value. And I'm guessing step is optional. All the sections are optional. With Python, I'm assuming we can't like have an optional first. Now I'm curious. Okay. Or, let's do 1. You know what? Just for today, since we have no camera, we could probably bring this down to the bottom. So what I want to do is 2. Really? Okay. That's interesting. We can actually do this. Alrighty. All right. Just want to check that out. Omitting sections. You can also omit various sections, start, stop, or step. For example, I just kept reading. That's okay. I like trying stuff out. Means get all the items from the startup. 2, but not including index 3 means get all items from the index 3 to the end. All right. Using only the step function. Cool. Negative indices count from the end of the list. For example, numbers -1 gives the last item in the list. Numbers -2 gives the second to last item. All right. Complete the given get champion slices function. It takes a list of champions and should return 3 new lists based on the given champions. First, return a slice of the champions list that starts with a 3rd champion and goes to the end of the list. Okay. So return champions that starts with a 3rd item or index. 3rd champion. Okay. But we have to do a colon, right? Yeah. All right. And then return a slice of the champions that starts at the beginning of the list and ends with the 3rd champion. Okay. 3. Lastly, return a slice of the champions list that only includes the champions in even-numbered indexes. Okay, so all champions. Every even. Would 0 be counted as even? I don't know. I bet you it doesn't. Indexes. So they both fail. All right, let's test it out. I mean, we can do this, right? I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look. What was the input? So it is including 0 as a start. But let's see what else failed. Or it's including 0 as the even number or even index. Okay. So it's not this. This isn't the problem, I don't think. Ends with a third champion from the end, inclusive. Oh, third from the end? Oh. Okay. There we go. Let's go. Easy, easy. List operators concatenating two lists, smushing them together is easy in Python. Just use the plus operator. Cool. Wow, that is easy. Fantasy Quest allows users to keep lists of their favorite items. Your job is to finish the concatenate favorites function. It takes 3 different lists: the player's favorite weapons, favorite armor, and favorite items. Create a list that combines the list. Okay, in this order. What does pass do? I don't know. Return favorite weapons, favorite armor. I do really like this part of Python. Really easy way to concatenate arrays. Check whether the value exists in a list is also really easy in Python. Just use in. Wow. Yeah, another. It's much cleaner. Our players have requested an in-game feature that will allow them to type in a weapon name to check if it's in the list of the top weapons. And okay, complete the is. It should return true if the weapon. Okay. Return weapon in top weapons. Cool. Moving on to the next. Check some real quick. All right, let's go. List deletion. Python has a built-in keyword delete that deletes items from objects. In this case of a list, you can delete specific indexes or entire slices. Okay, so same thing, but not including the fourth. Delete all elements. Okay. So it remains an empty array. Otherwise, if we just deleted nums, nums wouldn't exist. In Fantasy Quest, there's a list of strongholds on the map that players can visit to defeat powerful bosses. Let's update the trim strongholds function to delete the first stronghold from the list. Delete the last 2 strongholds from the list. Okay. Let's do it. Or delete. The first 2. So 0, 1, and then delete strongholds. All right, so last 2. Right? All right, let's go. Tuples. Tuples are collections of data that are ordered and unchangeable. You can think of a tuple as a list with a fixed size. Tuples are created with round brackets. Okay. Well, it's typically considered bad practice to store items of different types in a list. It's not a problem with tuples. Because they have a fixed size, it's easy to keep track of which indexes store which types of data. Tuples are often used to store very small groups, like 2 or 3 times that data. For example, you might use a tuple to store a dog's name and age. Okay. So I just use an object. There's a special case for creating single item tuples. You must include a comma, so Python knows it's a tuple and not regular parentheses. Okay. Because tuples hold their data, multiple tuples can be stored within a list. Similar to storing other data in lists. Each tuple... Actually, hold on. I did see that pop up. Connor, thanks for the follow. I'm not sure why my alerts aren't working. Maybe they're just slow. I'm really not sure. But anyways, welcome. I do see you. Just more streamer issues. All right. Okay, so because tuples hold their data, multiple tuples can be stored within a list. Similar to storing other data in lists, each tuple... Wait, I just read that and I'm not even paying attention. Because tuples hold their data, multiple tuples can be stored within a list. Okay, similar to storing other data in lists, each tuple within the list is separated by a comma. When accessing a list of tuples, the first index selects which tuple you want to access. Second selects a value within the tuple. Okay. Makes sense. So we still access the value with the brackets. What language are you writing? Lesson? I don't know what that sentence means. I would rewrite that. Let's see. You can easily assign the values of a tuple to variables using unpacking. Okay. Like if we do like type, forgot how to get types. We'll figure that out in a second. But if we do type, it's going to be an array, not a tuple, right? When you return multiple values from a function, you're actually returning a tuple. Oh, interesting. So let's try this. We have a tuple. Wait, no, that's not true. No, what am I talking about? We're extracting the values out from a tuple. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. I think I just tripped myself up for a second. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're just extracting values out of a tuple. The Fantasy Quest character system needs a list of heroes to be able to run the game properly. Someone wrote some pretty nasty code, and the code in question creates a heroes list where every third index defines a new hero. First their name, then their age, then whether or not they're an elf. Okay. Change the heroes list declaration from its current state to a list of tuples. Use the same data for each hero and order it in the same way. So we're just hold on, let me read that again. So we just have a list of tuples. That's all we're doing. We're just recreating that. Okay. So the list of, I don't know, let's do like formatted heroes. Nope. Stop at the JavaScript. For here. Okay. For hero. I'm forgetting arrays in Python. Hey, what's up, Jessa? Happy Tuesday to you as well. Happy New Year's Eve. How's the day? Last day of 2024 for you done? It's going pretty well. Again, I think I'm just tired of the holidays. I just got all out of whack. So, you know, today is about getting back up. Well, I mean, yesterday was too, but just still trying to get back on track a little bit, but it's getting easier each day. I'm going to wake up earlier tomorrow and just go at it. I'm just ready for the new year, honestly. I'm just ready for the new year. How about you? How's your New Year's Eve going? Okay, so here, loop. What am I doing? While for loops. For I in range. It's index. Why am I? So like, is this a thing? Like for hero in heroes. Did we not just learn this? That's what I was thinking of. Wait a second. I think I've always been passing in two arguments. We can literally just do heroes. Glenn, welcome on YouTube. I don't... Okay, so your alert went through, but O'Connor's didn't? Yeah, O'Connor's has been on Twitch for... I don't know. That's weird. So weird. All right, so we are looping through, and then what are we doing? So every 3. So a tuple is going to have limited space. How do we... Like, are we expecting heroes to be dynamic? Maybe we're not. But we would essentially have to define a tuple. I would just have to think about like how we would do this, but we would like we just have to know every 3 we start over to then add a new entry in the array, which I don't think we're doing. I don't think that's necessary here. I think I'm just making more work for myself. Let me look at the assignment again. And the code in question creates a heroes list where every 3rd index defines a new hero. First, their name. Change the hero's list declaration from its current state to a list. Use the same data for each hero and order it the same way. Okay, I'm not even going to do the loop for now. Heroes. Make sure I understand tuples correctly. Return heroes? No. Return formatted heroes. That'll work. Go well, same old. I keep forgetting it's New Year's Eve. Oh, do you? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I think the only part I'm not looking forward to is the fireworks. Like, I want to get a good night's sleep tonight. In Indiana, just like, they just always go. They always have fireworks. And then the problem isn't that they just have fireworks on holidays like New Year's or New Year's Eve. Or 4th of July. It's that it doesn't stop after that for weeks. And it's, I don't know, annoying to me. It's the only thing I'm not looking forward to with this holiday, but we'll see. Maybe it won't be too bad this year. Let's add another function to our inventory system. Write a function that returns the first element from a list. If the list is empty, then return the string error instead. What? Okay. What's the purpose of this? First item. Or, sorry, if I want to do not. I guess. Is it if items.length? What is length? I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, we're gonna get the length. LEN. Okay. We don't need that then. I guess we could. We're gonna bring that back. Why did we do that? We didn't need to do that. I don't feel like my brain is working today. Like at all. All right, let's return. Here. Okay. Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm a little excited to move on from Python. I know it's going to be a while, but coding in JavaScript and hopping back over to Python is going to ruin me. Same, it wasn't as bad before. Now that I have kids, oh, and dogs that bark, it's the worst. Oh, yeah, you have dogs. Yeah, I'm sure it is. That's rough. That is rough. But same old isn't bad. Could be worse. Hello from the Eastern future. What's up, Northern Chimp? How you doing? Hitting the new year before us. Is it New Year's in like 25 minutes for you, or did you already hit it? Wishing you a happy ending to the past year. I appreciate that, man. You as well. Hope you had a good 2024, but I hope 2025 is better. I got a video coming out tomorrow. I hope it resonates with some people. We'll see if it does. It's a very short video. I think it's the shortest video I've created in a very long time. It's less than 8 minutes. I don't even get mid-roll ad revenue from it. But I hope people like it. We'll see. All right, I gotta prepare it tonight though. Let's go on. Let's move on. Some of our players would like to view their inventories in reverse order. Let's write a function that takes a list of an input and returns a new list, except all the items are in reverse order. Returns a new list. Okay. Linked items. Grabbing water. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Reversed items append the new item. But we're obviously doing the wrong thing. We got to reverse it. So we start with the linked +1. I'm going to have to refresh with the loops, but I don't think this is going to be the step. I think we need 3 arguments to then have access to the step. Okay. We'll figure out that bug in a second. But return reversed items. All right, so for I in range, starting with the max value, items, +1. List index out of range, we're starting too high. list index out of range. Okay, so if we have an array, probably off by one error or something. If we have an array, the length is going to be 4. We want to start at 3. It's going to be -1. That's exactly it. That should do it. No. Okay. Oh, this is non-inclusive. Okay. Again, yeah, I didn't even like associate it as non-inclusive because I'm used to the higher number being non-inclusive, not the lower. Just tripped up my mind a little bit. All right. Cool. Filter messages. You're about to write a bit more code in a single function than you have before. Do not try to write it all at once. Okay, start with the outermost loop and work your way inwards. Add extra print statements, run your code often to make sure it's doing what you expect. Just make sure to remove the extra print statements before submitting your code. Running your code often to make sure each line is doing what you expect is called debugging. All programmers, even seasoned professionals, break large problems down into small ones that they can debug line by line. All right, so assignment. We need to filter the profanity out of our game's live chat feature. Complete the filter messages function. It takes a list of chat messages as an input and returns 2 new lists. A list of the same messages, but with all instances of the word dang removed. Okay. A list containing the number of dang words that were removed from the message at that particular index. Why give me this? Okay. Kind of wanted to try it without it, but oh well. So we just we don't even need a counter necessarily. Like, I'm just going to solve it and then I'll follow the directions. So we're returning 2 new lists. A list containing the number of... What do you mean a list containing the number of dang words? Like, do we just have a list of dang, 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 dang? But, like, why not a number? Why don't I just give you a number? Oh, we're gonna... The number of dang words. So oh, gotcha. I see. That were removed from the message. I just need to read the message. That one particular message. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Create the 2 empty lists that you return at the end. All right, we'll just go to the steps. So create the first one, filtered messages, and number of dang words. List of dang counts. All right. For each... I really don't want to look at that. I'll use the split and join. I don't think we learned that. And let me just learn how to do that. I really don't want to go through those instructions. I feel like it just ruins the fun for me. And then I'll go through and I'll correct it if needed. So filtered messages, list of dang counts. All right, so we're going to loop through for the filtered messages. And we want to, for each filtered message, we want to see if there are any dang words. I don't know if there's like a string search. If it's recommending or trying to push us to use split, we'll probably have another loop that goes through and starts detecting if we're just looking for the word dang. Let me test a couple things. Hey, what's up, Dylan? Stopping by real quick. How you doing, man? Happy New Year's Eve. Zero. Okay. So we don't really have to split. I guess my question is there a string search and can we use it? I think it's recommending we don't. So we don't. We have to iterate through each letter to, like, I'm thinking like we have to iterate through each letter to, oh wait, no, split. No, I'm silly. Split probably works the same as JavaScript. I don't know why I thought it was like splitting every single letter. So split probably splits by spaces, and then we're gonna just look for dang. So we're gonna loop through, and each iteration of dang that we do detect, we're just gonna add to the counter. That's all we're doing. Yeah, that's all we're doing. Nope. So for I in, or for again, I keep forgetting, this is non-inclusive even if we don't have a first value. I'm assuming. We'll find out. We want to essentially, I don't know if we could chain, but let, oh my God. No JavaScript. So for I let, and so in messages, Oscar, welcome on YouTube. I guess my alerts are working on YouTube. No one followed on Twitch again, so I don't know if that's working. We'll see. Okay, so we have our word. We're going to split that word. Or no. We're going to split the message. Dot split. Oh my god. Print split message. Cool. All right, so we have all of our split messages. That's pretty clear. I'm good though, just preparing for my interview coming up. How's Putin going? Putin? What's Putin? The developers won't have jobs because of AI. That's your question? No. No, the answer to that is no. Or I mean, the answer to that is AI is not going to affect developer jobs anytime soon. How's Python going? It's going pretty well. I kind of like it. I am having a little bit difficulty switching between JavaScript and Python. But you know, I feel like I've heard that complaint quite a bit, so I'm okay with it. I've accepted it. But yeah, Python's going okay. We're just with we're on the first course. We haven't really gotten too deep with it, so far so good. It's okay. All right. We have it split. Let's loop through. All right, so if W equals dang, then we are going to counter plus equals 1. But we need to strip the word from filtered messages. So we need to have the index as well of the filtered word. I mean, no, as we're looping through, we need to append I'm probably going to overcomplicate this. That's okay. So the end goal for the filtered messages is to basically have an array of the messages. Here's the thing. It did recommend join. So what we could do, I guess, to reinforce what we're doing is slice a value out of it. When we detect it, but that's going to screw up our current index as we're looping through the words. Whereas we could just build up a new list of words. Like this, and like if it equals dang, we add to the counter, else we do filtered message. I'm going to solve it this way, then I'm going to go by the steps. I know I'm just overcomplicating it. Because if filtered how do we account for the right spaces between the words? Join makes this really convenient. If it's the first value, we want to have a space. We need multiple, I don't know. I feel like I'm just overcomplicating trying to account for the spaces to then create a string again. I feel like join just makes sense. If we're going to use join, I don't know. I might just go with the steps, to be honest. Let me just read the steps. Split the message into a list of words using the split string method. See below for help. Create a new empty list for all the non-bad words for this message. Create a counter variable for each. Where does the join come in? For each word in the message, if the word is dang, increment the counter. If it is not dang, add the word to the non-bad word. So that's what we were planning on doing. Well, that's... Oh, yeah. I'm right. I mean, we could just do that and then join it. That's the answer. That's interesting. I went from Python to JS and the syntax was a bit weird for me. Oh, really? Was it? Yeah. It's pretty similar for me. I'm just tripping up over writing JavaScript syntax. But I do think Python is simpler to understand than JavaScript. I do think that. It's a pretty minimal language. Okay. Else if we're just gonna do filtered list dot append our word. But W is going to be the index, so see. What am I missing? Oh, the list object cannot be interpreted as an integer. All right, where did I screw up? So we have darn it, we have this thing won't work, and we have let's fight 1-on-1. So dang is the only one that's filtered. Okay. I think we're good so far. Let's keep going. Nope. Nope. Didn't want either of those things to happen. Well, yeah, we want to append. I'm tripping up over my words. Append is like adding a value. It's not concatenation of an array, right? Yes. Probably adding a value. All right, so we want to append the filtered list. The list of dang counts, we want to append our counter and then reset the counter back to 0. Turd messages. Why is that not auto-completing? That worries me. Oh, one space. Okay. Is that not? I need to look at the output. Oh, we got to join them. By default with a join. Taking a long time to load. Let's look at the spellbook. Okay, nope. The separator between elements is the string providing this method. What does that mean? So is it not going to join them with a space by default? Filtered list has no... Join the list of non-bad words into a single string using the join. See below for help. Okay. Hmm. I don't know why it doesn't have join. Like, give me join. Give me an example. Python. Yeah, that'll work. No. Here we go. Oh, what the fuck is this? String join. That's the separator? That's so weird. What the fuck? All right. Well, I don't think I like that syntax for join. Okay. Let's get rid of this. I think you should have taught join first. Join and split first. Return, because that's definitely different than JavaScript. Okay, looks good. Let's see if we followed the list. All right, I'll check out chat. Thanks for being patient. You didn't learn backend development before because you didn't want to, or because you were dedicating all of your time honing in your front end? Yeah, like I spent a good chunk of my professional time focused on front end, and then GraphQL. And then I just kind of learned enough to be able to build, my personal projects with a backend. And I was happy with that. And for a while, I kind of just wanted to know enough to be able to build projects. And now I want more. I want to go a lot deeper. I think I'm just like ready to be challenged in software engineering to go a lot deeper. So that's pretty much it. Yep, we got it, David. Oh, but you're saying an empty string gives it space by default? We could try it. I'd be curious if it does. I really hate this syntax. Like, I really hate this. Pass in your options in as an argument. Like, oh, I don't think it works. Nope, doesn't work. Need the space, I think. All right, let's submit it. Let's go. Oh, dude, I am so tired. I got less than 6 hours of sleep last night. Definitely less than 6 hours of sleep. I'm going to go to bed early. And it's going to be a good night. Lane, what's up? How you doing, man? Killing the boss, looking for Groot. Wait, can you even kill the boss? Like, can you do challenges to kill the boss, or do you have all of your lessons completed? But yeah, welcome the creator of Boot.dev. You can't hit my lowest energy stream possible. But what's up, man? Happy New Year. Actually, let's see. Okay. Sorry, I had to step away to cut up some potatoes. You're good. Do you... I don't think I touch potatoes until I eat them. Like, I'll peel them, but I eat a lot of potatoes. All I do is literally heat them up in a microwave. And, man, my meals are so simple. I feel like like my cooking skills, me as a cook, it's so embarrassing. But I'll make the simplest meals, and I'll include potatoes at least one meal every single day. Potatoes or rice. Open the boss tab on the left to see. So, yeah, but it's not going to show you battling it, right? All right, let's see it. Because I do see the boss being beaten. But are you contributing to that? Or are you like a spectator? Kind of like in Squid Games. I just got done watching that series. Are you just like watching all the peons beat the boss? Oh, yeah, I thought when you said killing the boss looking for group, like you were killing the boss. I thought that's what you were saying. So you've done 14k. Yeah, done quite a bit of damage. I think it's a pretty cool concept. But here's the thing. And I think I'm irritating some people here that watch the Boot.dev streams. I don't open any chests. Oh, let's fucking go. Oh, gotcha. Dude, I'm a gamer, man. Immediately, I'm like looking for group. Wait, is Lane looking for a group to beat the boss? Like, doesn't he have like some special sword or... Okay. I'm a dummy. How's your New Year's going? But yeah, I think this is actually pretty cool. I just will never open the chest. I'm going to see how high I can get this notification counter up. And we'll see how high it goes. I'm hoping I can break it. Like maybe you didn't account for a high number. That'd be pretty cool. It'd be fun. But I gotta be honest. I don't think after these courses, I will use Python for a while. I don't think it's my preferred backend language. I am curious about Go, but I like JavaScript better than Python. I do. And I'm waiting to find a language that is better than JavaScript. Okay, so you've been asked to write a program that will calculate how many odd and even numbers exist in a list. Where to get odds and evens function to loop through the numbers list and check if each number in the list is either odd or even. Increment the number of evens if it's even. Okay, we could do that. What's this pass thing? I never understood that. Gotta keep deleting it. So if, oh my God, dude, I'm going to write JavaScript like every single challenge. Stop it. If numbers I grabbing some water. If numbers I modulo 2, so if it's going to be 0, that means it's even, else num odds return the two values num odds and num evens. Failed both tests. Wait, what? If, hold on, sanity test. If it's 0, this isn't going to trigger. And we should add evens. We get a remainder. That means it's odds, and we increment odds. There we go. You might like Java if you like TypeScript and log variable names. I might like Java. Why do so many people say they hate Java, though? I feel like... I don't know. Like, again, the more I work with TypeScript, the more I work with Nest. I feel like a lot of people have come in saying that I would probably like Java. But I hear a lot of people complaining about Java. And I don't know much about Java. The only language I complain about is Rust because of the furries. Like, that's it. But I don't know if I want to keep diving into as many languages as possible after I get done with this. I don't know. I don't know, like, if there's going to be gains that kind of just start getting suppressed the more I jump into different programming languages. Have you went over list comprehensions yet? Is that here? I have no idea. I don't think so. I think that full stack developer is a myth because someone can be outstanding in one thing and at best decent in the other, but never outstanding at both. I would agree that in the first few years of your career, trying to be a full stack developer, labeling yourself as that might be setting the bar really low for yourself. And I do think you should double down on front end or back end if you're going to stick with web development. And I think it's fine to get exposure to the other. And I think it's cool to be able to build full stack apps, right? But I do think a lot of coding boot camps and shitty ass courses have created quote unquote full stack curriculums that I think are extremely underwhelming. So I don't think a full stack developer is a myth, but I think kind of at the junior or mid levels, it's easy to be skeptical when someone calls himself a full stack developer. And I think that's fair. Because we have limited time. Most of the time, we're going to focus our attention on one thing, especially if we have other responsibilities outside of work. What do you think? Yeah, that's what I think about that. And I see a lot of new developers that are just rough around the edges, just very surface level knowledge because they keep going through full stack curriculums. It's why, like, dude, like, I was talking to Scrimba and, like, they got this new AI thing, which I don't even know if it's, like, AI or it's, like, connecting to some AI API, right? Like, it's just building an app that uses ChatGPT's API or something like that. If I do decide to do a paid advertisement with them, I'm not mentioning their AI shit. There are platforms that just continue to push out courses to make more money, and they're trying to go wide instead of deeper. And I do think that's a big problem. It's one thing I like about Boot.dev. Conversation is he just wanted to go deeper into backend. That's a good thing. With what Scrimba wants to do, I think they want to go a bit wider. And I'm not a fan of that. I am kind of nervous that they're going to do that. Double down on front end, double down on back end, especially if your course is aimed at beginners, junior developers. Stop creating full stack courses for junior developers. I think we stop doing that, we're going to produce much better developers. Less developers will follow through with it. But a lot of developers are just going to filter themselves out because they're not going to go deep enough. And I'm fine with that. And sometimes it means, like, just find another tech position if you're not that serious about, like, really getting good and doubling down on something rather than getting surface level skills. I enjoy Java. Spring Framework reminds me of a lot of Nest. The only downside of Java is you have to write OOP all the time. Does Java have, like, can you just write a function without it being a method on an object in Java? Because I'm kind of used to living in this hybrid world where, JavaScript, a lot of functional programming is very encouraged, but, you can kind of use their prototype class system and turn it into object-oriented programming. But for Java, can you just like write a standalone function to extract your code out into, or does it like have to be on an object or class, which is instantiated, and then you could use that method? Let me know. I'm curious about that. Even teams. Fantasy Quest is having a problem where battleground teams are uneven when the match begins. We need a function that will correctly split the two teams evenly. Oh, I do have one question. I don't know if you're still here. Are you still here, Lane? Might have dipped. He might just be hopping into live streams with Boot.dev. Fantasy Quest. Okay, so complete the split players into teams function. Use a slice with a step to create new list from the players list. Even team and odd team. Return even team and odd team in that order. Okay, we can do that. Okay. Even team. I'm not sure. I haven't used Java as much as TypeScript, but I've never seen people use Java in a functional way. Okay. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, let me ask you guys this. I think Ling's gone. He probably just hopped in for a little bit. Would you guys like it if Boot.dev, their Discord server, had like a channel where, or like it highlighted when someone goes live that is streaming Boot.dev? Like, would you even go to those streams? Because I'm wondering, like, I think it's a pretty cool way to create a community around Boot.dev of people all working on Boot.dev, but, they might have other stuff. But I'm wondering if that'd be a cool feature of their server. Predefined methods. Okay. Java requires everything to be inside classes. That is interesting. I'm not even opposed to that. All right, assignment. All right, so even team, we're going to go players. What are we doing? Slice. What is slice? Again. Start, stop, L. Okay. Just went over slice. So we have those three values. Start. Okay, so for even, we're going to include 0. Not going to include a stop. And then we're going to include a 2. Right? And then odd team equals players 1. Till the end. And then 2. All right. How long do we want to keep going? So I didn't have much to eat. I just had a protein drink a while ago. I guess we can keep going for a little bit. Fantasy Quest added a new alchemy profession. Users would like a way to know how many correctly ordered ingredients they have compared to the required ingredients in their recipes. Cool. Finish check ingredient match function by looping over the recipe list. The function should calculate and return a percentage of ingredients the character has, as well as a list of missing or wrongly ordered ingredients from the recipe. The order the ingredients matter. They must be in the same index as the recipe to match. The missing ingredients must also be in the same order. Okay. Wait, are we literally just matching the arrays as we loop through? So this doesn't, okay, so this is just a list of ingredients. It's not like unicorn hair is going to contain ingredients. That is an ingredient. It's like ingredient of the recipe, like recipe ingredients. What is the second one? Okay, whatever. Let's just do matching. Every time. So can the arrays be a different length? I don't know. Oh, will always be the same length. Okay, cool. All right, so we have a range, and we are if recipe So what we are doing here is calculate and return a percentage of ingredients the character has, as well as a list of the missing or wrongly ordered ingredients from the recipe. From the recipe. Okay. I feel like the context of this is confusing. Like, I get the solution that we're supposed to write, but like, wouldn't the recipe be like the source of truth, and then the ingredients, anything that doesn't match within here that matches with the recipe, like we want to identify these? Like we bought the wrong ingredients or something? And this is dictionaries, okay. I mean, I don't think these two are different. Like, we don't have to do anything to determine the difference between these two. But it is... Because all we're doing is looping through, right? And we're just matching with this. Does this match? Yeah? No? That's it, right? And so if these are wrongly ordered, we still include both of those in the wrong ingredients. All right, cool. We'll do length of recipe. And we'll see if we need to do anything else. A list of the missing ones. Okay. I keep doing this. Every time I see like 4i in, like I'm thinking JavaScript. Okay, so we have okay, it's just this. We have to multiply this by 100 and submit. There we go. Validate path. A fantasy quest is implementing a new type of quest that requires a player to follow a specific path in order to complete the quest. Complete the validate path function. It should compare the expected sequence of waypoints with the actual sequence taken by a character. And calculate how accurately the character followed the intended path. Okay, A, B, C, D, character path. First index is a name. Rest of the list consists of the waypoints actually visited. Contains the same number of waypoints as expected path. The function should return 2 strings. Okay. What we'll probably do is just loop through character path. Doesn't matter which, I guess. Change it slightly, but let's look at... So the range is going to be the... We're going to do that. And we're going to start with 1. If bro, JavaScript. It's going to be the death of me. I'm going to get so frustrated at some point doing that. All right, so if Character, what are we doing? Character path. Then what am I doing? If it equals expected path, then we're going to go ahead and correct path taken plus equals 1. Then correct paths taken divided by expected path, or the length of expected path times 100. It's going to go index 4. What if path, so we're not matching. Okay. We don't need to do it in there. Hold up. Okay. No. So these are going to be mismatched. But we're going to have one off. As character path is going to be one more. Wait, why did I don't know. Let me just do this. Like my brain's getting to a point where I just got to test it, log it out. So A, B, B, C. And then if we go, oh, I think that's the problem. Wait, no, it's not. Okay, my brain is shutting off. Yeah, my brain is shutting off. But this should match though, right? AX for the second one, A, B, C, D. And then it cuts off here. But because we have -1, it's never going to go to 5. We still want to go that extra length. Okay, there it is. Yeah, that makes sense. Is there a better way to write this? No, I think that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Dude, I can feel myself getting hungry. But we got one more. We're going to go ahead and contribute to the boss battle. And then on Thursday, I kind of just want to take a peek real quick. Sets, we'll complete. Wow, we'll probably complete more than sets. Errors, go through errors too. We'll see. Diction, oh, nope. Nope. Wait, what? No, it's going to be level. Dude, this is so confusing. having these reversed like this. Double the string. The Fantasy Quest team wants to add a new Easter egg potion to Fantasy Quest, cause characters to have their in-game chat manipulated when they send messages. The potion doubles every character they send. Type hello there. Oof. Complete the double string function. It takes a string as an input and returns a double version, including spaces. Okay. So we're going to split it. It's not going to have... Oh, wait, it includes spaces. We split by each character then. Yeah, if we split by each character and then we just loop through the split, we can start concatenating and adding an extra one. I think that's what we do. Let's go for I in... So we just get one string. Okay. So that splits by... No, split is different than join. We could do string.split. Let me just look up split join in Python. That's so weird. So this... Split by comma. How do I split by... each character? I think if I pass in an empty string, maybe I can. Let's test it out. Empty separator. All right, well, we're just looking it up. Python split by every character. Didn't by default it split by spaces? Am I insane? What? Okay. It's gonna be here. That's interesting. We didn't go through that though. Huh, 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 huh. I guess we can split between the two words. And then loop through. I guess we could do that. I don't know if there's a way to split with Python for every character. All right, well, let's just solve it then. I mean, I'm solving it with a loop within a loop, which I don't want to do because I got to loop through, get those two words, and then loop through again for each, like split it again, and then add that, concatenate that to a string. Or I could just replace the value. Let's just solve it this way, I guess. For I in is length. How do you grab a length of a string? Just len? Okay. Okay, so what are we doing? So for each of these letters, we are going to no, that's how we're gonna change it. Nah. Um, okay. We're trying to manipulate that specific letter when it's still a string. I mean, like we're gonna have to split it. What am I gonna do? Split it and then replace the value of the letter and then join it and then replace the words? No, like at this point, we might as well just say like new string, right? I mean, the space is 2. I think we do split it and then join it with a double space. Again, no semicolons. We get done with that loop. And then we replace each value in that original split words array with new word. And then we essentially return words dot dot join words. No. We're close. Doesn't go past 1 because we're returning inside the loop. It's literally just indentation. There we go. I'm kind of curious what the solution's going to be. What's up, Boosie? Happy New Year's Eve to you as well. Loop over each character and add 2 times each character to a new variable. Yeah, we could have gone length of string. You're right. That's way simpler. Yep. Yeah. When I'm hungry, I overcomplicate things. But yeah. So loop over with the length of the string. And yeah, just build up a new string and return it. Yep. Let me just give me this. That's probably the solution. Just look at. That's funny. I gotta remember to use this, right? For s in string if we don't need the index necessarily. We just need the value. What? Output plus s times 2. Wait, what? So if the output is already like hell, that doesn't make sense to me. Like if it's already HEL plus S, which is the character, so that's going to be an L. So, well, it's going to be HHEELL by that point, plus S times 2. Oh, yeah, never mind. That makes sense. Order of operations. Dude, I need to get something to eat. I was thinking like it's going to duplicate HHEELL, HHEELL, and I don't know what I'm thinking. All right, that is way simpler, but we completed it. I'm happy with that. Next is dictionaries. So probably Thursday, we're going to knock out dictionaries, and we're just going to keep going. And we should be complete with all of this course by next week. And yeah, this is probably going to take longer than I kind of like mentally visualized it would. Because we dedicate about like, I don't know, an hour and a half 4 times a week, so 6 hours. 6 hours a week. We're probably going to take like the entire year to complete this at that rate. That's my guess. We got a lot of live streams to do, but that's okay. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope everyone is having a good New Year's Eve, and hope you have a good New Year's Day. For me, I'm hoping not a lot of fireworks and I can get some sleep, but you know, that's not guaranteed in Indiana. But anyways, thanks for hanging out. Happy New Year's. I will see you guys on Thursday, 4 p.m. Central Time. We're going to be back to our normal time, and I have a video coming out tomorrow. Very short, just kind of like a New Year's video. But yeah. Good luck. Make some potatoes in a fancy way. I will think about it. I'll have to think about like how I want to make them, but I will think about it. All right, guys. Have a good night. Good luck on all of your projects, and happy coding. Take care.